The energy in the world today is really strange. I mean, today, literally, the energy is just real strange. I can feel it. And it's kind of affecting me, man, because, man, I would really like to talk about what's going on in politics today. But, man, believe me, I can't. I can't. But, man, I am one of those guys, man, who was reading books like None Dare Not Call a Conspiracy by Larry Abraham and his brother, who he's working with. And Behold the Pale Horse by William Cooper. I was reading those books years ago, years ago. And let me tell you something. A lot of this stuff that's going on today is starting to look very familiar. But I can't talk about it. But anyway, hey, yo, peace. It's your man, El.Judge, coming right back at you with some of that real talk real fast, man. Hey, man, now, like I said earlier today, I did a video about the spirit of joy. And, man, yeah, I'm going to continue on this here because it's important. Now, elephants have the ability to manipulate their cells and to cause themselves to mutate so that the baby elephants, the ones that they're bringing into existence, may not be born to grow tusks. Now, this is information that was given to me years ago. I'm quite sure many of you heard this too. So I had to go to AI and be like, hey, AI, is it true that elephants are now starting to be born without tusks? And here's the answer that they gave me. It said, yes, some elephants are being born without tusks due to poaching. Right. This caused a mutation to basically for self-preservation. But how did that work? How did that work? The female elephants, although they may not speak a language like we speak, they probably speak with each other through mind, but I don't know. But although they may not speak the language that we speak, but they speak one language that we all speak. All mammals, we speak this one language. And it's called the language of emotion. Right. Now, whenever those elephants, they would see maybe their babies being taken and someone taking the tusk off of the babies, they would see the husbands and the grandfathers being captured, and then the whole front of the elephant cut off just to get the tusk, and they saw from a distance what this was about. Now, many of them, they looked and observed and saw this. Some of them may have saw it a lot in real time. They saw that torture happening to their loved ones. And although they may not be speaking a language, they spoke the language of emotion, and that emotion, it spoke to the cells within their body. So at one point, as time went by, they saw it so much that they were like, if our babies did not have these tusks, maybe these people will not touch them. So they're demanding this, they're feeding this emotion into their cells. And then their cells work together, and then it formed this mutation. Now, if the cells are powerful enough to form a mutation like that, just because of the emotion that it felt from the mothers, I guarantee you that the cells have the ability to say that we do not want life here because of the emotions of the person who's going to bring birth or create the birth. Now, peep gang. I said earlier in the video, I was talking about the spirit of joy. And I said that there are some people who have filled their cup up with hate, jealousy, envy, and many other disagreeable vibrations or emotions. They have filled their cups up with this, and they are feeding those emotions into the cells in their body. Now, life can come up out of them, but their cup is full of disagreeableness. So life says, you know what? All I feel is misery, hurt, evil, and pain coming from this vessel. So I choose not to manifest. And see, it takes two to tango to create life for the most part. So even if the male is what you would call, his cup is full of evil, hatred, uh, disrespect, anti-life thinking. He's full of anti-life thinking that affects his cells, and that's going to make sure that he is not going to bring forth life. Now, I want you to really think about the world today. They tell us literally that a segment of society is not procreating. And instead of talking to the people and trying to soothe the people or put the people in an environment where life wants to thrive, they give the people hate and all kind of disagreeable stuff, and then it just stifles life. Evil is being erased. It's erasing itself. People say this is a punishment from God. No, this is what happens when you're dealing with God's law. Because what I am talking about, the emotions affecting the cells, and then the cells causing mutation, and sometimes the cells stopping the ability for life to come into existence, all this is law. So TikTok, don't come at me with that BS. But anyway, this is your man El.Judge, man. Change the world. Well, the world is going to change itself. So you better get in line. If you do not enjoy this place and try your best to do your job at making this a joyous place, you're going to be removed. It's happening now. But anyway, this is your man El.Judge, man. Being that I can't talk about politics, I'll talk about the spiritual side of things. I'm out.